Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Saturday, 19th of February. And weekend is in, all right? Weekends are actually not quite good when it comes to trade cryptocurrency. So the green candles that you see is not quite friendly the way you're expecting it to be friendly, in my opinion. And before that, come into the Discord, join the Discord. The link is in the description of this video. Now, whitelisting for the Signals group is opened up, and there's like 10 days more to actually close the whitelisting of the Signal. If you just go to the announcements tabs in the Discord, the benefit of Signals is that you get to know if a dump is going to continue, get a good coin that is buying for based on the tier that I'm doing basically. So there is money management out there. The coins that we buy feel risky, and where others might be losing $50, we might be losing 10, and we try to recover. Okay, so yes, it's not a guarantee to your earnings, but all of this just for $5 per month. And yep, we do have strategy where we try to not to really lose as much, even if we were to lose. But the goal is to actually gain into the with the signals. Now here we are with the Bitcoin, basically. And yesterday I talked about a critical update where I said that Bitcoin is looking to actually go to $37,000, and yes, that's just how it looks on the chart on the 1 hour time frame. Why? Why do I say this? Because of the bear flag, and it's a very clear one, right? So this was a bear flag, and right now all you're doing is making a downtrend movement. You went like this, went down, you went up. Now you're looking to go down, potentially again move up and go down, just in a waveform, right? So I'm just going to dive into the 4 hour time frame, and I'm going to tell you a EMA that is actually resisting the prices at this point of time, and that's going to be the 10. So this blue line that you see, small 10 right there, a violet color basically, is going to be acting as a resistance moving forward on the 4 hour time frame, because you had it above here as well. Do you see that? That's where you had it. And then now it's going to actually resist the prices to go to the upside, and we're going to be kissing this EMA to actually go to the downside. So there's a huge barrier, there's a huge resistance of the EMAs that is actually going to stop the prices to move to the downside. Now it seems like on the 4 hour time frame though, we're kind of making that flag again basically, but it looks more like an ascending triangle as well. Very very small, tiny ascending triangle, just like this. So you might see this one pushing to the upside if we were to actually pop out. So from there to there, that's gonna be like um, nearly 41,054, but that still actually goes back to the flag. Do you understand that? The resistance of the flag, that's where it's going to be taking you. So the maximum pump that I can expect is basically to the 41,000 if it was to happen, of course. Otherwise you can be rejected by these EMAs, and you just continue to go to the downside as well. So that's just the case scenario right now. And we're losing some key level of support. Let's go into the daily. What did you do here? What you did is on the daily, you actually lost an important trend line. This was a trend line that I was looking forward to. So this was your touch right there, one touch right here. And that's very, very clear how you just lost the trend line. And today, candlestick has 15 more hours to close. Now, let's say you do close green like this, then there's a potential that you go to 41,000, a little bit of a pump, not too much, by tomorrow. That's going to be just a little bit of a relief, making people think that it's going up, but actually go down. Or as a matter of fact, when you lose a trend line, what do? You go back to the trend line to backtest the trend line. So there could be a possibility where you just go to 41,700. That's a possible scenario, because when you lost the trend line, you go back, test the trend line, you fail the trend line, and then you actually down to the downside. But that might not happen because of how you have a bear flag right there. That's actually difficult. Now I do notice a lot of coins right now that they're losing their support level, and what was support before is now turning into resistance. I was actually looking at Ethereum as well, and Ethereum does have a double top, and look at that one. Okay, very very clear loss of support, and you're just sitting below it, because previously this acted as a resistance while moving to the upside, and then you broke out of it, and then you came down for the retest, hold support, try to bounce back, made first top, made second top, and right now all you did is on the daily you're breaking out the neckline of that support, and you're actually just right there. So let's zoom in here and look where you're actually clinging. This is where you're clinging, right below the yellow line. right there. So what's the technical target out of that double top? Simple. You just take the height to the bottom, and this is where you're breaking out. So Ethereum actually looks to go down to 2453 based on how the chart is looking like, and you do have some level of support right there. So who knows, you could actually just go down here, make a double bottom, and then continue to the upside. That's actually a possible scenario, and for Bitcoin as well. So I'm not sure if Bitcoin is going to continue to go to the downside unless we just don't reach this technical target of 37414 out of that bear flag on the 1 hour time frame. And now it's looking to put itself on a journey to go to the downside as well. I'm just going to turn on the volume as well. So the volume is being lost at this point of time, right? So there's no volume, totally no volume. So it seems like the buyers are not interested to push the price back up. I'm going to bring in the EMAs as well. Right, so the 10 and the 20 is actually about to cross one another. There's one more thing on the weekly, and I want to dive into the weekly time frame. Here we are with the weekly, and all Bitcoin did to me. Do you remember, guys? I made 2 videos before that. This was a bearish pin bar right there. This was the bearish pin bar, and I actually googled for you that how it looks like. But then again, this week, since I'm in the weekly time frame, we still have 1 day, 16 hours to close. But what happened is that in 7 days, I made another video saying that there's a 7-day suspense. We still don't know what's going to happen. And then we saw the green candle going to 44,700. But then again, very quickly, just in some matter of few days, you just had those red candles in 1 or 2 days, very quickly. So you see, I can go against my own plan, but technical analysis do work, because by the end of the day, this was a bearish pin bar. And I had my own personal opinion that, okay, the buyers are winning, but then again, sellers stepped in and sellers are winning. So let's say by tomorrow, you close nearly $38,000, then you're putting in an evening star right there on the weekly time frame, right? So an evening star is going to force the prices to actually continue to the downside. Who knows, we can have a continued downtrend all the way to $28,000. Who knows? It's still, anything is possible in this space. But what you're doing is you're having a cross of the 10 and the 20, and that's not really good. Mostly I'm going to actually break the bubble to you that when you're below the 55 on the weekly, there is an alarming situation of actually going to the bear market, and that's just how it was back in the history as well. So even the Heikin Ashi, they just printed one green candle, bullish candle, and this week it seems like it's a decisive candle that might actually force Bitcoin to print more bearish candles in the next coming few weeks, because everything is clear right now. You're losing support. Bitcoin has lost support, Ethereum has lost support, and there are like 20% dumps that is pending for the altcoins as well. So it's not good, it's not looking good. It is what it is. One thing has been very, very clearly confirmed on the daily is the loss of the support. So you don't support the coin, right? Never ever support a coin that cannot support itself, simple put. And you're still technically in a downtrend because you're still below the EMAs. You've never really even crossed the EMAs to make a bullish cross. We were about to, but then again we had one top, second top. Even this double top is now looking to actually take you to $35,000 nearly. No, not 35, 38,000 something. So you take the top to the bottom just like that, and then this is where we're breaking out. I think the technical target is 39,272, and then the bear flag technical target is all the way down to 37,414, and then from here we're actually going to see what happens next in the future as well. Yeah, so that's it for today's Bitcoin update. I'm going to see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.